So I want you to sit down or lie down in a space in a way that you feel comfortable and safe. Put your hands at your side if you can and your feet on the floor if you're sitting. If you're lying down, your knees bent in the air can sometimes be a good position. Now let's think about every part of your body and let's try to make sure it feels comfortable. Let's start with your left side and think about the part of your body, and we're going to tense it and then release that part. So let's start with your left foot. Let's tense and release. Tense and release. Your ankle, tense it and release it. We're travelling up, so your calf, tense and release. To your knee that we tense and release. Your thigh and we tense and release. Your hand, your left hand, tense it and release it. Your whole arm, tense it and release it. Your left shoulder, tense and release. Okay, and then your lower body, thinking about your lower body, tense your abdomen area and release. Travelling upwards towards your chest, tense and release. Okay, but now we're going to go to your right side of your body, so starting with your foot at the bottom, tense and release. Up to your ankle, tense and release. And your calf, tense and release. Your knee, tense and release. Your thigh, tense and release. Your hand, tense and release. Your arm, tense and release. Your shoulder, tense and release. Your right side of your lower body, tense and release. Your chest, tense and release. And now your neck, your whole neck, tense and release. Your face and your head, tense it all and release. And then let's just tense our whole body together, tensing our whole body and release. And our whole body again, tense and release. Now, let's take a big deep breath, filling up your belly with air as if you're going to blow up a balloon. Notice how your shoulders and your head raise up as your belly gets full of air. Breathe out slowly through your nose, just like releasing the air out of the balloon. And notice how your belly goes smaller and your shoulders go down. So take a deep breath in again, filling up your belly with air to like you're getting ready to blow up a balloon. Then breathe out slowly, releasing all the air from the balloon. Noticing now how your body feels from your toes to your shoulders as you're breathing in and breathing out. Now close your eyes or look up towards one point. And I want you to imagine that you're looking up towards the sky and you can see the moon sitting brightly in the sky. Look at the moon and see how round and bright it shines in the sky. The sky is slowly darkening, but the moon is still bright. Keep focusing on the brighter moon and feel your eyelids getting heavier and heavier. Feel how relaxed and heavy your eyelids feel and how they close, and just let them close. Now just listen to your own breathing and just enjoy how peaceful and calm it feels to be sitting under the beautiful bright moon. Now I want you to see before you a path in nature, any way you want that path to be, wide, narrow, winding, straight, beside the loch, the sea, a meadow, or in a forest, wherever you like. I want you to walk down your path till you come to a tree with many branches. This tree is very strong. This is the trouble tree, the tree where you put and leave behind in any way you want all your troubles. Pause a moment and offload those troubles, no matter how small. Leave them all behind you before you move on. Make sure you haven't forgotten any. Now continue down your path. If there are any rocks or twigs or any other obstacles, just stop and gently move them to the side. Give them some of the love you have in your heart right now, and then move on. Soon you arrive at a gate covered in your favourite flowers. Smell their lovely fragrance as you gently pull open the gate. There are a couple of beautiful butterflies fluttering around the flowers on your gate. Watch them alight on the flowers, enjoying the ride as you swing open the gate. Your garden is filled with the scent of fruit blossoms and the birds are singing happily. You go for a walk in your garden and you continue through, past some trees, down a slope, across the grass, until you come to a small loch, a beautiful blue-green loch. The sun is shining above it, casting a bright white light that reflects off the water, making it look as if 1,000 diamonds are dancing on the surface. You pause and become aware of every movement on the loch, every ripple on the water's surface. The air is very still and the loch is calm, peaceful. As you look, a small raft, a small boat, it's tied up to the pier. It seems to have oars, sails, a rudder. It is a small boat. Everything you might need. You might want to climb onto it. Know that everything here in your garden is completely safe. Slowly you move into the middle of the loch on your boat. You take it out into the centre of the loch, gliding across the water like a graceful swan. You lie on the raft, and if you want to, decide to look over the edge and into the water. It is as clear as glass, and you can see yourself just as if you were looking into a mirror. What else do you see, or do you see nothing? When you decide to go back, you make the raft glide gently back to the edge of the loch. But if you didn't want to go onto it, just look down from the pier. Sit and stare into the water, and what do you see? Slowly, you step out onto the grassy bank from the boat, and you wave goodbye to the little boat. With your fingers, you bend down slowly and feel the damp, smooth grass, and feel how the dampness feels on your fingers, brushing the grass between your thumbs and your fingers. It feels calm and relaxed and fresh as you feel the grass. You wander back through your garden to the small gate, knowing that you can come here any time you want. Smell once again the lovely fragrance of the flowers that cover it as you push it open. Step through and close it behind you. Walk back along the path and continue down. As you walk, start to feel your breathing in your chest, your belly moving slowly up and down. You hear the sounds inside your room, noises coming from outside your room. Now take a few moments, stretch if you need to, and slowly open your eyes and take a look around at your room. Smile at the things or the people you see. So now that you've listened to that creative visualization, what I'd like you to do is to take a piece of paper and pens or crayons or felt tips, whatever you would like, and I would like you to just take some time and just to draw anything at all that's come into your head from taking part in that experience. It might be something from the visualization that stayed in your head. It may be something that's just popped right up. And if you can't think of anything, then just put pen and pens to paper and just see what happens. Okay, so just take a few minutes to do that for me. So now that you've got your picture, what I want you to do is just really look at your picture. Okay, and there's going to be some questions just popping up on the screen just here. Okay, and I just want you to look at those questions and go through them one at a time. Some of them might feel quite similar. Some questions might resonate with you more than other. It's just about looking at your picture and really thinking, what does this tell me about me right now? Because in most creative activities we do, when we can take our place to a kind of calm and relaxing and safe feeling of a place, our subconscious can enable us to put things down visually that maybe we're not aware of. So it can help us draw feelings out of ourselves, because sometimes we're not really sure what's going on in here or in, wherever you feel it. Sometimes we feel those wobbles in our stomach, sometimes with heads. It's up to you and we're also individual. But go through some of these questions and just look at your drawing and think, what does this picture tell me about where I am with myself right now? Okay, you might want to come back and do it another day if it triggers something and it feels emotional, but it's just a task you can do. Okay, it's something to help draw out and help understand what's going on for us right now, and help us kind of gain some perspective on where we are as a person. I hope you find that helpful, and well done for sticking with it if you've followed the whole video. And it is something you can do again when you're in that headspace.